in high definition, where news comes first. This is WECT News at 11.
A tornado watch for the entire viewing area at this hour. Winds are picking up, but we have yet to see the worst of this storm system.
Brand new video tonight of the storm that's already killed at least 2 people across the south, and you can see it working its way to southeastern North Carolina. Meteorologist Rob Ellis just got the 11 o'clock advisory. Let's go to him now for what to expect. Rob?
Yeah, we are watching that line get a little bit closer. Let's update you on what's been happening throughout the evening. Tornado watch now in effect until 2 a.m. for all of the counties in our viewing area, everyone in that yellow shade. It does not include Duplin and Onslow. However, Storm Prediction Center does think that as that line holds together and moves east, we may see that issued for the rest of eastern North Carolina. Now, severe thunderstorm warnings to the west. That's the orange boxes that you see all the way into Marion County. There's a good chance that we'll see that line continue east, and we could have some severe thunderstorm warnings even during this newscast as that line, though it does not look as impressive as it once did, it is still holding together. Now, just to reiterate the difference between a watch and a warning, tornado watch, which is what is in effect right now, that's when the conditions are favorable. The tornado warning is the more dire of the two, let's say. Again, this tornado watch in effect until 2 a.m., and it is the watch that is currently in effect for our area. There's that line again as it's getting close to Robeson County. It is going to allow the winds to pick up. They're already very gusty outside. You've probably been hearing them most of the night. They're only going to pick up until this line goes through, and then they will spike a little bit until that line pushes on by. Look at some of the gusts around the state. We're talking a gust of 40 in Raleigh, a gust of 36 in Wilmington, getting in a little bit closer to southeastern North Carolina. Just within the last 15 minutes, a gust to 40 at Elizabethtown. And again, those will at least hold there, staying pretty gusty through the next couple of hours until that line moves on by. 54 is what we're expecting tonight. Once that line moves on by, we'll talk temperatures. We'll talk what you can expect on exactly when that line will move through your area and what happens after all the storms move out. Coming up.
Rob, thanks. If you lose power tonight, you can still get our weather forecast right on your smartphone. Download the First Alert weather app and always know what to expect, even if we are not on the air.
Everybody's asking the same thing. Where's it coming from?
Neighborhood news said some loud noises are causing sleepless nights in one Wilmington community. People living in the Holly Tree and Pine Grove community say they're hearing loud booms from dusk till dawn.
WECT's Ashley Kozakowski talked to neighbors in those communities tonight about what's keeping them up at night. Ashley, what did it tell you?
Well, John and Fran, neighbors say they've been hearing and seeing fireworks every night for the past 2 weeks. They say it's time for those who are setting them to stop. Now, as you can see from this video, it's a quiet and windy night in the Holly Tree community, but neighbors say that's not always the case. Someone's been setting off fireworks here nightly at all hours of the night. Now, keep in mind, it is illegal in North Carolina to set off fireworks that explode or project into the air. And neighbors say it's been a big nuisance.
You'll hear one and then you don't hear anything else. A couple hours later, you hear another one, and they come from different sides of the neighborhood. Other day we had one across the street. Last night I had one behind my house. I said, I just don't know where they're coming from, and I don't mind people celebrating and having a good time, but 2 weeks solid, it's getting to be a little ridiculous.
Now, Sarah Higgins, who you just heard from, says she hasn't called officers because she doesn't want to distract police from more important cases. But others in the community tell me they've called police and they've even used the text-to-tip line, but the fireworks haven't stopped. Now, Higgins says she just hopes the person setting them off stops so she and her family can sleep better at night. Reporting in the studio, I'm Ashley Kozakowski, WECT News.
Ashley, thanks. New at 11, jumping from car to car, lands one man in the hospital with critical head injuries. According to Wilmington police, the man jumped on the hood of an SUV waiting for a train to pass near 5th Avenue and Martin Street. The man then got thrown off that car and jumped onto another one. The driver of the SUV says he thought he was going to get robbed and hit the jumper as he was trying to get away. Police say the driver will not be charged. We also have new details on a child left behind on a bus in Columbus County. The school administrators say the bus driver and monitors involved are still suspended without pay. School board members will decide what to do at their next meeting next Monday night. A maintenance worker found the child on a bus at Chadburn Middle School last week. The child is partially blind and has a learning disability. An update now to a breaking news situation you saw first on WECT News at 5. A 6-year-old is still held hostage at this hour in Alabama, more than a day after his kidnapper shot and killed a school bus driver, then took the boy to an underground bunker. Hostage negotiators are pleading with the man to hand over the child. Tonight we have a first look at that scene. Now, police say the suspect, Jimmy Dykes, is 65 years old. They say the child, again 6 years old, has a medical condition, but he appears to be okay. We will have updates on this developing story as soon as we get more details from the scene. We'll have them either on the air or online at WECT.com.
Such a frightening situation, and as John said, we will continue to watch it. Any new developments, we'll let you know. Tonight, we're hearing from one of the suspects that started a standoff with police in Wilmington. WECT spoke exclusively with Christopher Williams in jail today. He's one of the men police say ran from them when they tried to serve a warrant for attempted murder charges. He's accused in a shooting at Frog Pond earlier this month. Now, our cameras were the only ones in the courtroom today where Williams says he is innocent. He asked the judge what he faces if he's convicted. The maximum penalty for attempted murder is life without parole, and he could spend more than 16 years in jail for armed robbery, depending on his criminal background. But Williams was not alone when he ran from police. Another man, Jermaine Cordova, took off running. Police say he barricaded himself in a nearby shed for hours, sending schools on lockdown before they took him into custody. We also spoke exclusively with the owner of that shed. He says he saw Cordova with a pistol in his hand and told him to leave, and that his first priority was to protect his family.
First thing that went through my mind was getting him away from the home. When I heard the noise in the shed, I opened up the back door. He had asked for help on the porch over and asked us not to call the police, so I looked across the street and saw officers, so I knew something was wrong.
Police released very few details about Cordova's condition or charges tonight. I don't know if you heard a bell going off, if you will. That was an alert. We're going to go back over now to Rob to get the latest information on the weather. What's going on, Rob? Yeah,
as we expected, severe thunderstorm warning now issued for Bladen County until 12 a.m. Includes most of Bladen County. It's that darker shade of the orange that you see there. Again, that line beginning to push through parts of Bladen County, and that is the reason why we think some gusty winds are really going to be picking up there. Also, a couple of additional showers. They're helping to bring some of that wind down to the surface. Again, severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Bladen County until midnight tonight. Tornado watch in effect for everyone else until 2 a.m.
All right, Rob, thanks. Coming up, a major recall. Toyota recalling more than 1 million of its vehicles. Find out which ones and why.
And a UNCW student who's been benched by cancer will take a different seat on the sidelines this Sunday. He's going to the Super Bowl. Find out how and who made it all happen. First, a look at tonight's winning Powerball numbers. They are 47, 16, 14, 32, 52. The Powerball is 16. I'll repeat those numbers once again. 47, 16, 14, 32, 52. The Powerball is 16, and we are back in about 2 minutes.